Yeah.
What?
Oh, no. LiftTheTrucks.com has the juice.
Extended. I mean, and then he brought him towards the head. This dude tapped as he was going down. It was too much. I mean, you talk about a feel. A dude has a really good feel. As he rolls, he's already tapping. What's up, everybody? Welcome to this episode of Fight Feedback. I'm your host, Henry Cejudo, aka Triple C. And on today's episode of Fight Feedback, I'm going to be breaking down, that's right, the Fina, the People's Champ. I'm talking about the Brazilian Mexican Diego Lopes. Guys, this guy, people love him. I personally love him too. I know him. Such a good guy. But I'm here to dissect this man. His strengths, his weaknesses, opportunities, and obviously the big threats. And what's next for this young buck? This episode wouldn't be possible without our sponsor. That's right, Lifted Trucks. You may be a short kid. You may be 5'4" of twisted steel and sex appeal. But guess what, guys? On the street, I'm the king of the jungle. So you guys make sure to go to LiftedTrucks.com and get your lift on. Enough talk. Let's take it to the big screen. Okay, guys, so here we have it. Diego Lopes, 26 at that time. I want to say this was maybe a year or two ago. Maybe about a year and a half ago. 5'11", pretty tall, man. You know, 145. You know, he has a 0.5 reach advantage. Let's hit the play button. And by the way, this was Diego Lopes' first fight at Contenders here. Boom, that dude was rushing. Yeah, that's one thing that I will say about Diego is he kind of anticipates a little too much on the submissions. When you get a dude that can ground and pound, but regardless of that, but look at how witty, using the cage to eventually find his arm bar. God, that's a lot of time too. But just to see the transitions, man. And then again, he's anticipating again. Just look at the diversity of what he's trying to do. You know what I'm saying? The dude goes in for a takedown. What does he do? He anticipates. Okay, I'm not gonna fight you. I'm gonna jump. I'm gonna lock something up. Did he get it? He didn't get it. But it's just letting you know that he's sneaky. His gift is anticipation, and he's also a risk taker. And that was it. That was the fight. This is the reason why Diego Lopes didn't get signed by the UFC, because he ended up getting poked in the eye. And then here we have it. He was actually on my card against Movzar. 5'7" to 5'11". It's crazy how it went from 5'10" to 5'11". Was it always like that? Either way, same reach advantage. Let's hit the play button against the number 10 ranked guy in the world, which is crazy. This was actually performance of the night, I actually want to say. Yeah, Diego will fight, man. Look, he hurt him, bro. Right, boom. It was that right hook. Bah, caught him, dazed him a little bit. And then I'd like to kind of show you guys a little bit of the diversity on how is it that Diego Lopes is. But beautiful, beautiful right. And they're actually talking about the left hook a lot. Goes to the ground pretty easily, but then all of a sudden he's looking for leg locks. He's probably looking for a calf slicer there, trying to come up. And then watch. And somehow he transitions that into a triangle and then arm bar. And I really thought Movzar was actually gonna get out, but notice what he's doing with that knee. This dude was pinching for dear life, but look at this defense. Kudos to the Russian. As he transitioned to that, they ended up rolling. But then I will say this, look at this knee. This knee right here saved this dude from tapping. Bah. Did you guys catch that? Faked, high-low, boom, and eventually caught him. This is where Diego's gonna have to be careful with people that fake a lot, people that know how to set traps. But then again, he catches them with that left hook. I mean, that's two guys. That was a right hook that caught him and the left hook, and this is all in a couple rounds. I mean, he's going for broke, dude. Like, this dude will fight you. Yeah, gets the takedown a little too easy. This is where Diego Lopes is gonna have to be careful. It's just he relies too much. As good as he is with the submissions, he just goes down. He doesn't put up a fight. Like he's gonna be looking for submissions. Yeah, elbow against the cage. You notice? Like it's almost like a lot of these guys could be really good in other areas, but against the cage, it could be a little foreign, man, for them. You know, and I'm not sure if Diego has enough fights for him to be like that. And there you go. Look, he's going for the Kimura. Yeah, he's going for the Kimura there. I mean, we saw a leg lock, we saw a triangle, we saw. I mean, just think of all the diversities that this dude has. Yeah, going for the Kimura. Man, God, I remember watching this fight. I'm just like, man, Diego Lopes, he doesn't get the Kimura on watch. Goes back to the leg lock. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like this dude on bottom, if you're not in guard with this dude, but even in guard, the dude is gonna end up being in positions where he could really try to finish you and submit you. I mean, he believes in jiu-jitsu. You know, in jiu-jitsu, we trust. And this is pretty much how the fight ended up, how it pretty much ended. You know, I mean, this dude for dear life, I'm not sure, I don't remember if he snapped his knee or something along those lines, but this dude was just, like, he just took it. I mean, you're talking about grit as well. You know, and now we have him against Gavin Tucker. You know, Gavin Tucker's pretty short comparison to him. 66-inch reach advantage. Jesus, man. That's where all that height is going. I hope that's the only damn place. Crazy. Let's hit the play button. Yep, right away. Tucker goes in for a takedown. You know what this man does? He anticipates. He's working the position before he gets to a better position. Smart. Charles the Bronx too from Brazil is the exact same way. To eventually lock up. He's got a triangle right now because he's got his head and arm, but then watch, he's trying to push it that way. He's trying to push it to the side. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, he tapped. It was a triangle. It was a triangle position, but it was actually an armbar finish. Yeah, extended. I mean, and then he brought him towards the head. This dude tapped as he was going down. It was too much. I mean, you talk about a feel. A dude has a really good feel. As he rolls, he's already tapping. Yep, beautiful finish. Yep, and here we have it against Sabatini. You know, for some reason, dude, I thought this dude was a favorite. I was going for Diego, but this guy's a wrestler. You know, tough nose. I want to say he's from PA. I'm not sure if he was a state champ, but you wrestle for Pennsylvania and you fight, man, you're a gritty human. You know, Diego's always the taller opponent on every side, but just a 2.5 inch reach advantage for Diego Lopes. Let's hit the play button. Yeah. Will be willing to exchange too. As soon as he gets hit, he's like every other Brazilian. They're gonna come at you. He can get pretty emotional at times. But this is what's good about Diego Lopes is he'll when you think wrestling, he'll think fighting. You know what I'm saying? And then he already heard him with that right. Like already heard him pretty much on his way up. Like he's not waiting for you to catch your breath or do whatever it is that you want. Bah! That's the one that hurt him. Started wobbling. Was like, you know what? I'm gonna finish you now. And right now, what I love about it, he's not thinking of submissions. You know what he's thinking of? Beating you. I'm here to knock you out. And there we have it. A victory for the young phenom, Diego Lopes. Guys, I would like to break them down to the 3 T's. I don't know if I could score them yet, quite yet, but Diego Lopes is, you know, he's a promising contender. To say he's a contender right now, You know, he's got to beat more people. He's got to do a lot more things. But that being said, I was thinking about maybe doing the 3 T's, the techniques, attacking the threshold. But I just want to feature this man because he is good at what he does, and he also happens to be a fan favorite. And obviously, my brother too. I don't want to do the 3 T's because he'd have a low score. Because you got to go up against championship fights, man, before I could do that. So anyhow, this video is brought to you by the one and only Lifted Trucks. You may be a short king. You may be 5'4" of twisted steel and sexual. But guess what, guys? Out of my Lifted Trucks, I am 12 feet damn tall. So you guys make sure to go to liftedtrucks.com and get your lift on. Till next time, I'm out.